listen, okay? I would love for Chuck Sizzle to get some actual, real noise. For him to take off and be absolutely amazing. And I could stop naming him Chuck No Sizzle. And I could start calling him Chuck Sizzle again. Problem is, that might not happen. So Jeff Hobson of Bengals.com talked about Chuck Sizzle. Said, I think Chuck Sizzle was pretty fast last year, and now he's getting a real feel for the offense. You can get a lot of confidence from going from year to year, too. He did a great job against cover 2, getting the friendly angle, being on the same page, knowing what coverage is. So, yeah, no, he's saying that he's starting to make some noise in training camp. And again, like I said, I'm not surprised too much when it comes to training camp. But the problem is, he's not on the right team if he wants to be a wide receiver in the NFL. Yoshi has been looking amazing too. And now Chuck Sizzle, it would be the slot receiver, right? He would be the slot guy. And if he did become a starter on our team, he would have to take over for that Tyler Boyd slot. Now, you might say, okay, well, right now, who is that really competing with then? Trenton Irwin? Well, no, they've been putting Mike Gesicki in that role a lot this training camp so far, especially in the red zone. We really like utilizing him in the slot. But Yoshi's been the guy that they've been utilizing in the slot a lot so far. And it seems like they're going to convert his position to a slot receiver. He has the size, he has the intangibles, he can get open, he can get separation. Put Yoshi on a slant route or a drag route, and he's going to really be able to make some plays. In order for Chuck Sizzle to get on this team, not get on this team, but get in this offense and become that number 3 receiver, he would have to beat out Yoshi for the slot. But then here's another problem. They're using Jermaine Burton sometimes in the slot. And then you got Mike Gesicki. Also, you got Trenton Irwin. You also got Tanner McLaughlin, who's a slot receiver. So, it's just not looking good for Chuck Sizzle. And I'm happy that he is making some noise. I'm happy that he is doing some good things. We actually showed off a video yesterday of that he was actually, I think he caught like a touchdown pass and a couple passes in yesterday's practice with full pads. And I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what he can do in the NFL outside of just being a punt returner. But the sad part is, we have a lot of great receivers. We really do. And they're only getting better and better and better. So he's going to have to make a little bit more than some noise in order to ever get a spot at receiver for this team. He's going to have to really take off and show that he is better than a lot of these other guys. Because at the end of the day, I think Yoshi is going to become a top 15, top 20 receiver by the end of the season. And that's your number 3. Now, you might say, well, what about if T leaves after this year? Then yes, if T leaves after this year and they put Yoshi toward the outside or Jermaine Burton really takes off and he's an outside guy, absolutely, we could see some Chuck Sizzle. But for this season, it's going to take a lot for Chuck to really even get in this offense. Last year was his chance to really get in this offense. And obviously he dealt with injuries in the preseason, did go ahead and had a great punt return versus the Ravens, then dealt with more injuries during the season, and never really found himself on offense, which was kind of surprising with all of our injuries. I really thought we were going to see some Chuck Sizzle, but didn't end up seeing it. And again, this all kind of goes toward the same direction of they actually want to utilize him for more than just a punt returner. I understand that he wants to be more than just a punt returner because not only does he want to help contribute to the team, help the team win, he's a competitor, you also get paid more money for being more than just a punt and kick returner. If you are a decent receiver, especially a slot receiver like Chuck could be, then you could get paid a lot more money as well. And again, like I said, I'm going to wish him all the best. He caught, as it says right here, 2 touchdowns on Tuesday. And that's cool. That's awesome. But the problem is, Yoshi's also catching touchdowns. And Jermaine Burton doesn't drop anything. And again, there's just so many mouths to feed in this offense. if on any other team, not any other team, but most teams, Chuck Sizzle would have arguably a good chance to become a starter or a good chance to get in this offense in some capacity. This is not the team for that. I'm sorry, our receiving core is that good. Even with losing Tyler Boyd, we have that good of a receiving core. So, again, barring any injuries, he could, but again, as long as no injuries happen, it's just, I don't know if there's making noise is really going to do anything. You got to really, show something. And preseason is a good chance of that. We have preseason coming up in 10 days, and we're going to see a lot of Chuck Sizzle in the preseason, probably as a receiver. Last year in the preseason, he didn't really do much. Again, he did get hurt for a little bit, but even when he was in, he only had 3 catches, I believe, so it wasn't crazy. Who knows? Maybe he'll, shock the world this time. Because Jake Browning's going to play at least a half. And Jake Browning, he's pretty much a starting caliber quarterback now. Last year when he played in the preseason, he didn't have much NFL experience. Now he does. So he's going to throw a lot better passes than he did before. I don't know. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.